What's good, y'all? This your country cousin, Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Peter Mac. Hey, man, get on up here, man. Kick your shoes off, pull you up one, and light you up one. You on the porch now. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's do this.
What's good, everybody? It's your country cousin, Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Peter Mac, and welcome back to the porch once again. Hey, y'all, it is officially summertime, man. And I'm going to say this. I know that the summer solace doesn't hit for another 8 days, on the 21st. Y'all know your boy was smart and knew about shit like that, did you? But it's officially summer for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that boy, Uncle Larry June, he done dropped him a new single, The Machinist. And y'all know, when Larry drops some new shit, a tape is on the way. And The Machinist is smooth and it ride. But I knew it was going to ride because y'all know what I heard at the beginning of that track before the beat drop and Larry got into talking that talk. I did coming for the 808. Yep, DJ Ideal produced it. Anytime I hear his drop, I already know, here we go. And Larry did not disappoint at all, boy. Yo, I don't know what he got cooking up, but I know that DJ Ideal gonna be on that motherfucker. I hope it's a fully produced tape by DJ Ideal, because the streets need it. Also, in the mail, I had ordered it a while back. I got my Once Upon a Time documentary, if y'all remember, this past summer. Excuse me, not this past summer, like the end of 2025. And a couple of months ago, Jay Worthy dropped 3 tapes. He dropped Once Upon a Time 1. About a week later, he dropped Once Upon a Time 2. And about a couple of months later, he dropped Once Upon a Time, the soundtrack. I got the DVD in the mail. Yes, Worthy put it on the DVD. And I bought it because I support P. Worthy. I support all the P stuff we do except for that one P. Y'all know the P I'm talking about. And hey, that's how he get down. I ain't got no beef with it. That's just not what I'm aligned with. And I haven't watched it yet, but I am going to watch it soon. Because, oh man, hey, P. Worthy is right up there with Larry June. They make some great music. They talk about living a good lifestyle, making money, just being positive and having good vibes. So I'm definitely going to check that out. In the sports world, I thought after the Spurs won that one game, I thought it was going to be, they was going to win this one. It was going to be 2-2 and it was going to be a battle. But hey, the Knicks say we ain't going. The Knicks say, hey, 53 years has been long enough. The Knicks are up 3-1. 3-1. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they play tonight. They probably finna close a shop in San Antonio. So my dreams of arrogant New Yorkers shutting their fucking mouth, I think my face gonna get cracked on this one. But low-key, I kinda, you know what, even though it's gonna win, it ain't gonna hit the same versus the Knicks winning in the Garden. The Knicks need to win in the Garden for it to really, really hit. But a lot of people, I talked to my brother said, man, he is not looking forward to that. He said he don't want to be here. Empire State of Mind over and over again, along with New York with Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss. Nor does he want to hear We Gonna Make It or New York by Frank Sinatra. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I love that song, New York by Ja, Fat Joe, and Kiss. I don't know why I forgot. Ja, Crack, and Kiss, they spit on that. I'm gonna be honest, y'all know me. Y'all know I love G-Funk. Y'all know I love West Coast rap. Y'all know in my mind, I was born in LA, preferably Long Beach, back in like the mid to early 70s. I either went to Poly or Crenshaw in my mind. But that song right there, that made me really, I was like, you know what? This shit made me wish I was from New York. Like, yeah, look, you could, every time I had that, I wasn't really styling like that back then. But that song made me want to go get a fresh Yankee fitted and some fresh wheats, that's Tim's, and like with a Yankee baseball coat on, and just be just swag. I got 100 glums and 100 clips, nigga. I'm from New York. Like, hey, to be a New Yorker when that time, I know y'all was in y'all feelings, man. Like, cause that song, it seemed like it captured the vibe of y'all city perfectly. And I'm gonna tell you a line I thought was cold. And I also got Fat Joe almost dealt with when Crack said, true story, I'm bringing the team back. Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. I'm like, damn. Cause I'm a big Roy Jones Jr. fan too, especially him being from the Gulf Coast. So, you know, the Gulf Coast, we fuck with him the long way. But that made me go, damn, Crack. So, I think the Knicks finna close the shop, y'all. The NBA championship is going back to the city that basketball is king at, and that's New York City. So we'll see. World Cup is on. America won their first game against what was it? Uruguay? It's one of the guys. I can't remember Uruguay, Paraguay. I ain't watching. My barber told me about it, but like, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm interested. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't paid attention to the World Cup since 2014. Not that it's because soccer's bad. Because if you actually go to a soccer game, it's not bad. To catch a soccer match on TV is not bad. But the last time I remember watching the World Cup, it was in Brazil, and I wasn't thinking about the World Cup. I was thinking about them Brazilian women because they had it right off the beach in Rio, and knowing the type of women they had in Brazil, I can tell you, I know a lot of lies were created. It's some people, it's some preteens that are running around now, courtesy of the World Cup being in Rio de Janeiro in 2014. I know it is. So yeah, man, we'll see how the World Cup. Now, before I get in to the rest of the episode, y'all know I recently started another podcast where I give movie reviews. It's with a heavy heart that I just found this out this morning, that legendary movie critic Gene Shalit, y'all know the guy who had the white dude with the afro with that thick ass mustache and the glass. He made them corny ass puns using references from the movie or shit like that. He passed away. I just saw it this morning, so it might have been last night sometime. He passed away at 100 years old. Oh, man. Hey, for us 70s, 80s, and 90s, baby, we know who the hell that man is. And yeah, he was corny, but hey, that was our childhood. So from an aspiring film critic to a legendary film critic, rest in peace to Gene Shalit. Damn, but 100 years, damn, I ain't know he was that old. Woo, Lord, there's a lot of people that God been blessed to live 100 years old. Dick Van Dyke is 100. This gym was on. I just wish he just would have let Betty White make it. She was like 3 weeks shy. He could have gave her 21 more days. Why, Lord, Father? Why she couldn't make it? But anyway, on to the news. I knew this was going to happen, so I'm not even mad about what I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all remember I was talking about the Karmelo Anthony case? You know, that happened in Frisco City, Texas, where he apparently murdered white teenager Austin Metcalf. Well, he's been, the trial is ended. And Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder, first degree, and has been sentenced to 35 years. Wow, this is like, what the fuck? I'm not even shocked. I'm not even shocked because, one, the defense rests like after 2 days? The defense rests after 2 days. The jury deliberated less than 3 hours before they came back with the verdict, and the jury was all white. And they was in Texas. That shit was over with before it started. It was over with before it started. Oh. And a lot of people are just coming out, like Austin Metcalf's father, he coming out talking about the boy is, talking about Karmelo, he's a disgrace to society, disgrace to his parents, disgrace to himself. Well, I'm gonna say this to Mr. Metcalf. If you taught your son to keep his fucking hands to himself, he'd still be here. Just if you taught him to be a good person, he wouldn't be dead. Should have taught him to keep his hands to his fucking self, and he'd still be here. You know, and everybody said that man lost his son. Trayvon Martin's mother lost her son. Tamar Rice's mother lost her son. George Floyd's mother lost her son. But when I'm supposed to, Botham Jean's mother lost her son. And the list goes on. But I'm supposed to cry for him when he was the aggressor. And then it's got a lot of these punk ass bigots out there online cracking their little jokes. And you know what's crazy? They probably smile in black people's faces all day, and I can tell you something else. They wouldn't have the balls to say none of this shit in person. I know they wouldn't. I see it all the time. White people be doing this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and all this, that, and then get around black people and just be silent or be passive aggressive. Oh, and then we're also speaking out about it too, and they got some nerve is like Hispanic people, especially the Mexicans. Y'all really need to shut y'all ass up, because y'all just don't know. But who's really pissing me off about this whole thing is black people who, you don't know, that wasn't no damn self-defense. That boy was just hard. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Nigga, for real? Because any black person that speak out on this, if you don't open your damn eyes, you speak out about this. But all the ignorant ass rappers, all the bullshit ass reality show of women just fighting and call each other bitch and hoe over the simplest shit. You're defending that tooth and nail. And that's the people you shouldn't be going to war for. But you have a hard time believing that this white boy was racially profiled and then picked at because of that. I know that this happened. You know I know this happened because I've had this happen to me a few times in my life. The first time it really happened, I couldn't understand it. I'll never forget this. I'm in first grade, West Elementary School, 1996. We coming back from lunch. Little white dude. It was cordial with him, not really had no beef, but he hit me in my private parts. So I told my teacher, I said, hey, he hit me, and I pointed to where he hit me. She says, put your name on the board and go to the office. I'm like, what? So I'm sitting in the office, in the principal's office. I'm confused. And the principal's like, Jonathan, why are you in my office? I'm like, I don't know. So then this bitch, she comes up there, my teacher, and tells the teacher he used bad language. I'm sitting there like, what? She said he hit him, and she mouthed it, the word dick. And I'm like, what? Because at that time, I didn't even know what one was. I only knew it by one name, and that was the scientific name, penis. I knew it by penis. I didn't even know what that was. And she lied and told the teacher I said it. Then I wrote me up, put it on a referral, my mama writing it. And she told me up, my daddy told me up. I'm still confused because I'm sitting there like, and then it was like, I didn't say it, but then I thought, wait a minute. If I did say the word, yeah, that's wrong, but why ain't you doing none of this boy for hitting me there? And then you owe the class an apology. I said, I don't know them shit. She said, well, I'm going to tell you. I said, you already got a referral going on, chap. I'm already getting my ass tore up. I ain't telling a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get that heifer the publicity that she deserved by saying her name. Only thing I'm going to tell y'all is her and Beast Mode got the same last name, which, makes sense, her being white and having that last name, that go hand in hand. But let me tell y'all how God worked, though. Let me tell you how God worked. So my next door neighbor one day, lightning strike his shed. And it's a massive blaze. I remember the fire department came out. It took them a while. It took about a couple hours to come out. Just tore his post shed up. I almost went over to his house. And do you know who that old man who's my neighbor? Sweet guy. I mean, he spoke to us a couple times, helped my mom out in the yard. You know who that guy happened to be? The father of my teacher. So you know what? That's God. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm going to fix your ass. I ain't going to hit you. I'm going to hit somebody next to you that love you. And I remember I had a shit-eating grin when my mama had told me, who was it? You know who daddy that is, don't you? I said, no, so that's your teacher's daddy. And then I kind of saw her face. Well, damn, she looked just like him. And then I went back. I ain't shit, y'all. I went back and I told her. I said, hey, I saw your daddy's shed burning. Boy, and I had the biggest shit-eating grin on my face. And I'm like, I'm like, God said, don't touch my anointed, bitch. So look at God. Big Santa looking out for me on that one. That's one occasion. Another occasion is I'm in uniform for this one. I'm in uniform. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. I'll never forget it. I'm driving to the base. I got my blue uniform on, my Crackerjack uniform on. I'm driving. And I'm about to take the exit. Now, I'm in the right lane. And I notice a Florida State Patrol car is over in the passing lane. But he's not passing. He's kind of riding off my tail. And I'm like, what the? So I'm pick up on, I'm like, yo, he's following me. So when he follows me, because I had an out-of-state tag, I've been around the military. It was a tag, matter of fact, it was a Washington State tag I had on my car. I bought a car in Washington. So after this, I'm like, yo, he's following me. So I pull over, and as I pull over, he finally decided he gonna be cool and hit his lights like I'm trying to be, like I wasn't pulling over. So I pull over, and black people, you people out there with children who are black, when they get pulled over, already have your license, registration, and proof of insurance ready. So when they walking up to a car, it's already on your dash. So when they ask for it, it's already within sight. So they don't got no excuse. So he come up there, and as he coming up there, Hispanic cop, which kills me, said his name, and his white partner was there. And I think they thought they was going to get him one, but then they saw that I was in my uniform, and they were like, oh, shit, well, we can't back down and said we got to see this through now. So I'm like, yes, officer, hi, I'm officer stupid ass, is what I'm going to call him, and this is officer dumb shit. And they said, I said, yes, how you doing? I said, what's going on? I said, I have a tail light out. I said, I know I wasn't speeding. He's like, no, we ran your tag and nothing came back. I'm like, you ran my tag for what? What cause did you need to run my tag? And what do you mean nothing came back? And I'm like, nothing came back. I'm like, that mean I'm good to go. I was like, I know nothing came back because I just got it registered. I said, I got the new tag on there right now. And then the guy was like, you mind if I see your registration so I can verify your VIN? Now, when he said VIN, something went off. You know what went off in my head? He think it's stolen. He thinks it's stolen. And I found this out about this, and I found this out. Shout out to one of my favorite authors, a brother by the name of Victor L. Martin. Because in one of the books he wrote, one of the first books he had wrote, his character was running, one of the characters in his book was running something he did with cars. So it's legal. He said they'll steal the car, and they'll take it, they'll change the body out, but they'll also change the VIN. The VIN is the vehicle identification number. That's how, like, when a lot of people steal cars, they either paint it or anything like that, but a lot of people don't know to change that VIN out. He said they made sure they changed the VIN out. So shout out to Victor L. Martin for hipping me to that shit. So when he said VIN, I'm like, oh, you trying to make sure it's not stolen. So then I give him my registration, and while I'm back there with my registration, his stupid ass partner gonna look at my uniform and say, oh, is that a Marine uniform you got on? Everybody knows the difference between a damn Marine uniform and a sailor uniform, and the fact that you stationed in Pensacola, and I'm turning by Naval Air Station, Pensacola. I'm looking at him like, no. I'm looking at him like, you got to be the dumbest son of a bitch. That was him really realizing he fucked up and he trying to be polite. He trying to just make small talk because he know he fucked up. And less than him saying that, the officer said, hey, man, we're sorry about that. You have a good day. Sorry for the inconvenience. Nah, I've been pulled over. But I've had nothing going on. No warrants or nothing. Even for them to run your shit and you clean, they not finna bring you straight back. It don't hit the blotter that quick. So that's when I realized them motherfuckers thought that they had one, and they realized that they just racial profile and they trying to save face. And I sat there fuming, like I'm in my uniform, and I'm still looked at as a threat. Which is why I tell all of y'all, please stop trying to force your damn children into the fucking military. If you black, especially, stop forcing these little black babies into the uniform. Like Fury said on Boys in the Hood, don't go into the military. A black man ain't got no place in a white man's military. He was not lying. I've seen that all the time over my decade plus time in the Navy. They don't want us there. We don't belong there. And why are you standing up for a country where this type of shit can happen to somebody who look like you? And you're defending their freedom and democracy? Get the fuck out of here. No, I always tell all my friends, don't push that boy into the military. Or don't push that girl into the military. They not going to listen. Everybody just going to see that charger and going around the world and being nasty and partying around the world. That's all they're going to see. But, hey, to the ones who got some sense, don't force your kids into the military. Please, I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. Them benefits ain't worth it. Teach them financial literacy if that's what you want. And the last one that I'm going to recall, I'm sitting in this bar when I was living in Tacoma. So it's two bars I used to go to in Tacoma. It's the one, it was a lot of black people. And now it was in the hood part of town. But, hey, I ain't going to lie. I love that boy. That's where all my people was at, because I'm black, so that's why all the black folks navigated to. I learned what I need to know about, like, who ran what there, like, what gang ran over here, what streets to avoid, what areas to avoid, and I also found my way into the comedy scene out there. Shout out to my big bro Blast, and, you know, he also ended up becoming my barber, and I was plugged in with a lot of shit in the streets, like parties and events and all that by going there. But every once in a while, you know, I need a break from that. And it was a little neighborhood bar that was like next to the park where I stayed, because I stayed like one neighborhood from this park, Wright Park. And in that neighborhood, they had like a little neighborhood bar, had some fire-ass pizza. I'll never forget that. I stayed getting their pizza from there. So I'm in there. Dude I know named Mike, Asian Cat. I get cool with him. He go over there. And I thought he'd come one of my drinking buddies. This is when I was drinking. And I met Mike, I known Mike for about a month or so. So I'm in there one day drinking. Mike's in there. And it's this white dude that Mike knew. I don't know what this punk motherfucker's name was. Really don't care. Really don't want to remember. So Mike introduced me to the dude. And the dude kind of give me like this look, like closing his eyes. And I'm kind of like looking like, he's like, you're stationed in Bremerton? I'm like, yeah, I'm stationed in Bremerton. Why are you here? I'm like, because I stay here. And then he's like, you stay here? And when he did, I said, oh, shit. Oh, he wanted them. Because, like, let me let y'all in on a little something. Family. When you ask a question, and then when you say something, and then a white person repeats it back, and they kind of look at you sideways, they thinking of some fucked up shit to say to you. So be prepared. So he was like, why you ain't just, he said, where you stay at over here? I said, I stay downtown. He's like, you stay downtown? He's like, yeah. He gonna say, I don't believe you. And I looked at him and he said, I can't afford to stay downtown. And then I looked at him dead in the face and said, man, I don't give a fuck what you believe. I said, first of all, who the fuck is you? And I said, and I don't care that you can't say, you ain't me. And then he was like, well, why didn't you just stay over in Bremerton? And I said, not that it's any of your fucking business. I said, but man, they don't have nowhere to stay. And about the amount of cost that it costs for me to stay over there is more expensive than me to be over here. Plus, it's boring over there. Oh, before I left, before I got out the army, I was gone 2 years ago. It was cheap over there. I said, you know what? I said, this is something my grandmother always taught me, because you don't know, because you've been gone. I said, something my grandmother taught me, if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, maybe I need to shut the fuck up. I said, get out of the world. And then I'm looking at my boy Mike like, yo, who the fuck is this dude, man? Like, who is he? Who's buddy? And then before he left, he's like, well, I hope things work out. I tried to shake my hand. I said, yeah, get the fuck out of here with that, man. I don't want to shake your hand, house. Like, go on with that. Then he saw me another time in the bar, and he ran to me and said, hey, man, you remember me? I said, oh, I ain't forgot your motherfucking ass, bro. He said, well, I said, hey, do me a favor. Stay the fuck away from me. Go on the other side of the bar. Go away from me. I said, I ain't forgot how you was talking to me. Oh, bro, I was drunk. I said, I don't give a fuck if you were drunk or not. I'm sober right now. And I didn't forget that, because I was drunk when you did that. I said, because you almost got your ass beat. And he's like, oh, bro. I said, I ain't your bro, dog. Stop calling me that. And you know, and these are 3 times I'm minding my own black ass business. I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't trying to do nothing. So you add in the fact, because one thing about it, teenagers are assholes, no matter what color they are. Especially a teenager who bigger, like probably play sports and shit like that. They think they can do whatever they want. They can push around whoever they want. And it's no consequence. So I definitely can see Austin making like, oh, that little nigga over there, I'm finna try to flex on him, trying to show off and all that. And then he fucked around and found out you shoved the wrong nigga. And now you dead. And then people like, well, they should have let the adults handle it. I don't know if y'all understand, these new adults are not the best people. A lot of them are teenagers who can't let go of their teenage years. Yeah, even when I was a teenager, a lot of them adults was trying so hard to get certain kids to like them. They'll shit on kids that the kids are shitting on because they want favor. They want to be liked. They don't want to uphold order and do the right thing. I'm going to tell you a situation I had. I had this one teacher that used to just pick on me all the time in 7th grade. But here's the thing, he forgot. He forgot my older sister, Shermanique, was also a teacher at that school too. And she had been hearing shit about him. So it was one day she saw me broke down. She's like, what's wrong, Pete? And I told her who it was and what it was. She said, I'm sick of this shit. She went right over, got in his face. I don't know what the fuck you doing to my little brother, but motherfucker, you gonna stop that. You gonna stop it now. And boy, when I tell, woo, hey, shout out to Big Sis. She wasn't playing by me. Do you hear me? So that's why y'all talking about adults over there. They ain't no better. And like I said, you black people that sitting there, I don't believe this. He could have did. Man, I can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all. And now some of y'all skeptical. Now some of y'all respect, so I respect your opinion and I respect your thought. But it's some of y'all that's been putting up some shit for a long time, and you're pretty much being an Uncle Tom. And every time I see y'all put something up, especially like this, I put it up on the one person thing. They were talking about, you don't know that he did that. He keep his hand to himself. You know, I'm black and I did that. I said, I put it right there. I said, you know, Malcolm said it best about this. I said, yo, Malcolm said this best. We sick, Master? I said, what you doing? You sick just like Master right now, huh? And I mean that shit to all y'all who sitting there mad at this boy for defending himself. Because like I said, I've seen a bunch of situations where young black man defend himself and he get the shit in a stick. You know what I'm saying? Because I firmly believe this boy went over to pick on. Because this is something I found out. I found out that Austin Metcalf's father was friends with the judge that presided over this case, which in itself should have been disqualified that judge from presiding over that. So you couple with the fact that the boy obviously, he an athlete, he privileged, and he pretty much know, I get in trouble. Shit, my daddy got a judge as a friend. And that the fact he in Texas, and as much as I love Texas, Texas still part of the South. He sat there and saw a little black kid under this tent, And he don't want him there. I'm finna go flex on him. Y'all don't fight. Like, come on, man. Y'all see facts all in front of y'all face. Use your facts and your context clues. It's not hard. And thinking ain't illegal yet. Be able to think for yourself ain't illegal yet. And I'm never quit. Like, here's a lot of thing about it. There's a lot of stuff that we as black people do. It needs to be condemned. Absolutely. But when it comes to shit like this, it's a white person accusing black people of something. I ain't finna do that just yet. Because I'm from Mississippi. And I know history. I know how this works. I need to see every piece of the puzzle before I render my decision. Because I ain't doing it like that. Not straight up. But, my heart and family goes out to Austin Metcalf's family. Because that is tragic to lose a child. But, hey, should have taught that little motherfucker to keep his hand to himself. I'm still going to stand on that. I'm sorry your son is gone, but he taught him to keep his hand to himself. He still be here. So, that's the way the cookie crumbles. On to television, 2 TV shows I want to talk about. So, I just got to finish watching Nemesis on Netflix. I love that. Well, up to the last 2 episodes, it feel like the last 2 episodes, the writers were really pulling some nigga shit. They like, look, man, we tired of writing this. Let's just wrap this up for real. But it was some actors in there that I like. I mean, like, so one of the cops, if you watch it, the main character, Isaiah, his father, Amos, or Nightmares, they call it, one of his little young homies he was hanging with, one of his little young hitters, was the same cat on Power Book 2 Ghost that was Lauren's little stuck-up boyfriend. He a gangbang in South Central. Like, boy, I'm like, boy, that don't... Stop. I ain't even believe. And I want to know this. Why was my boy Maestro Harrell, y'all know him as Randy, from The Wire, why did he have that little bit part in there? They could have made him the part of the dude I was just talking to y'all about. He could have got that. Because I remember I watched, like, I know Randy ain't chilling in the background like that. They could have gave my man Maestro a bigger role than that. I did. It pretty much was heat. I'm saying this straight up. It was heat all the way through. As a matter of fact, during the actual heist scene, if you listen closely, they used music from Heat. Because I'm sitting there thinking, this show ain't nothing but Heat. Then I heard, I'm like, I know they didn't use the music from Heat. Even the shootout, like it was almost reminiscent of the shootout in Heat. It was reminiscent of the shootout in Heat. And everybody got mad at Dion. That's the guy who played, he's the guy who was like real like cut this and all kind of crazy, you know, the one that had the wife and then the twins by the other woman, and everybody was like, he is so ignorant. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that's them LA crash outs. Them LA crash outs are like that. They loud, ignorant as hell, for real. Like, LA got some cool player gangsta in there, but the ones they got that crash out, oh, they crash out. Because everybody, he just a comic book character, bro. Los Angeles got him. Like I've said once before, I've said twice before, comedian Marvin Hunter warned me when I first got to Southern California. During my first tour, he said, dude, Southern California is its own world. Them people are different out there. Even somebody I know from LA said, man, we got some of the most deranged and just delusional people you'll ever meet. So all y'all got mad at Quincy Isaiah, that's the actor's name who played him. Nah, he played him to a T, because that's how a lot of them dudes are out there. And I didn't realize until like the second episode, like, oh shit, that's homie that played Magic. And which is crazy, you hear him talk, he sound like a nigga from LA, but he actually from Michigan. Which he said they'll play a role in him getting casted as Magic, because y'all know Magic is from East Lansing. But, and I also realized this, because once I got on the payroll, Giovanni, I thought, oh, this Cali niggas, you know, they from Detroit, and you talk to a lot of them guys from Detroit, they actually sound like dudes from Cali. So he played him to a T. You know, I thought after winning time went off, I was like, oh, man, he gonna fade to the background. Ain't too much he can do. And I was like, no, Bud actually got some good acting chops. You know, but I love the all-black cast. It was beautiful. But the thing that killed me, whoever the writer was for this, he was definitely the writer for The Wire. The amount of times that the police captain, who was played by Brother Malzahn, they had everybody from The Wire. They had Brother Malzahn played the police captain. Herc, the actor played Herc. He played a detective that transferred from New York out to LA, PD. And Frank Zabaka, the actor played Frank Zabaka, he was the deputy chief, if I'm not mistaken, of LAPD that was on their ass. Like, so whoever it was, this guy had to be the producer and the writers of The Wire, because even a lot of times they had the captain who played Brother Mazzo, they had him saying good police and all that time. I'm like, now y'all know me. Y'all know I love police shows. And y'all know from me loving The Rookie and a couple of other shows, like Southland. And I was on 911 until it just got ridiculous. They got on their Fast and Furious shit. Y'all know that I'm pretty much consider myself an auxiliary LAPD officer, as much shit as I watch. I ain't never in none of them shows heard them say good police. They say a good cop, a good detective, a good police officer. They don't say that, oh, that man's good police. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, overall, I liked it. I give it an 8 out of 10 overall. But I will say this, that ending was some bullshit. And I heard it's supposed to be a miniseries. Please don't let that be a miniseries. We need that back, because that ending was trash. Please, Netflix, don't cancel this show, because I know how a lot of black shows do. They end up with a cliffhanger, and then y'all cancel it. We'll never get the ending we deserve. And now the next show, we into the 5th and final season of one of my favorite shows. And that is Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan. Y'all, I'm going to tell you like this. You don't want no spoiler, get the fuck off this episode right now and come back and tell about a week or so to after you watch it. We ain't even 3 minutes into the episode, and Luke get taken out. Granted, it was by mistake, but it was like, oh my God. Hey, Marvin finna go on the warpath. He don't know that it was Rock that did, like the reason why he got taken, because Rock the one that covered it, he think it's unique. Oh my God, hey, this one, hey, these finna be 9, we finna get 9 more dynamite pack episodes. Breeze, played by Shameik Moore. Hey, Shameik Moore doing his thing as Breeze. He really doing his thing. But I have a feeling he gonna double cross Pop and Snap. I really think he gonna cross them, cause he just seemed like that. But I know Kanan gonna end up taking him out, cause that's how it was written in the original series. But the emotion that London Brown showed after Marvin had to go and identify his body, he broke down the car crying with Juke. And Haley Kilgore, oh boy, they was masterclass acting. Even Patina Miller, when it finally hit her, what was going on, she broke. That's the first time we've ever seen Rock break. Like, whoever's over the Emmys, please get that woman an Emmy. But boy, when I say we opened up this season with a bang, I mean it is pun intended. You know, I'm here for the next 9 episodes. Boy, it's going to be the end of an era. Anyway, man, that's been my time on the porch with y'all, man. You know, y'all can find me on Facebook. Search my name. You know, follow me on Instagram, PDMac10, PETYMAC10. Or you can also find me on TikToks. It's PDMac89, same as Instagram. You Except for the 1-0, put an 8-9 in this place. You know, that's been it for me. Till next week, be cool, stay calm, get paid. Oh, and also, go check out At the Move with Pete McCorvey. Check out my latest review on one of my personal favorites, the 1992 Eddie Murphy comedy classic, Boomerang. Peace.